Last class we discussed about Carnot cycle and Otto cycle. Today's lecture we will discuss about diesel cycle. Before discuss about diesel cycle, some more ratios we have to discuss. Earlier already we discussed about compression ratio represented by R small r. That compression ratio means volume before compression by volume after compression. Volume before compression means clearance volume plus swept volume divided by clearance volume, or V1 by V2 is greater than 1. Next, expansion ratio. Second one, expansion ratio, it is RE, expansion ratio. Volume after expansion by volume before expansion. Next ratio, volume after expansion by volume before expansion. It is also discussed in Carnot cycle and Otto cycle. Next one, explosion ratio. Third ratio, explosion ratio, alpha represented by Rp suffix P is pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. Why? Because in diesel cycle, heat addition will take place by constant pressure process. Here explosion ratio alpha Rp R suffix P pressure after heat addition divided by pressure before heat addition. Next one, cutoff ratio. The cutoff ratio RC volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. So volume before compression by after compression is called compression ratio. Volume after expansion by volume before expansion is expansion ratio. Related to. Next, explosion ratio RP or alpha. Pressure after heat addition by pressure before heat addition. And cutoff ratio volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. These two ratios we are using for derivation of diesel cycle. We will discuss. In Otto cycle, heat addition will done by constant volume process and expansion adiabatic process and compression also adiabatic process. But the major drawback of Otto cycle, here air fuel mixture combinedly entering into the cylinder at a time. Once air fuel mixture is entering into the cylinder, efficiency enhancement of Otto cycle is only increasing of compression ratio. Otto cycle major driving force of efficiency is compression ratio. But suppose air and fuel mixture combinedly entering into the cylinder. Now we compressed the fuel. What it will happen? Air fuel. So before heat addition itself, fuel will get the self ignition temperature. Further increasing of compression ratio. So due to the fuel availability in the intake stroke itself, the limitation of compression ratio is there in Otto cycle. We solved 4 to 5 problems. In that you see in compression ratio maximum we reached I think 7.58. That's all. All problems you can cross verify. Last class whatever the problems we solved, majority of the compression ratio 5 to 7. Further increasing compression ratio, automatically fuel will get the catch the fire. Uneven combustion phenomena will take place. This is the major drawback of Otto cycle. Then this one is rectified by Diesel, is a scientist. He proposed instead of air fuel suction inside the cylinder, first we will suck intake the air inside the cylinder, then we will do the compression. Whatever the ratio is required, you can do compression. Why? Because fuel is not available, and yet constant pressure process we will inject the fuel. Means in cycle what we will call, we will add the heat. So here fuel and air we are compressing separately. In Otto cycle, air fuel mixture is entering inside the cylinder and we are doing compression. due to the self-ignition temperature of the fuel, the constraint, we can't increase compression ratio beyond 8, 9, maximum 10 compression ratio we can achieve in Otto cycle. But if we separated fuel separately compressing and air separately compressing, then we can achieve more compression ratio. And in this diesel cycle, heat addition will take place by constant pressure process, not volume process. The basic difference between Otto cycle and diesel cycle, first one, in a diesel cycle, air only intake to the cylinder. Later we are spraying the fuel. Second one, here heat addition by constant pressure process, not constant volume process. Work done in adiabatic process only. Heat rejection also constant volume only. Heat supply only constant pressure process. You can see you remove 0 to 1 intake, from 1 to 2 adiabatic compression. Here you can see after compression itself we are getting maximum pressure. In Otto cycle, after compression we are not getting maximum pressure. After heat addition we are getting maximum pressure. You can see after compression itself we are getting maximum pressure. At constant pressure we are supplying the heat. In this diesel cycle, at constant pressure we are supplying heat. Next, from 3 to 4 again expansion is taking place. 4 to 1 again constant volume heat rejection only. Why we are doing constant volume heat rejection, I will explain later in comparison time. All transport vehicles heat rejection in constant volume process only. Only heat addition is changing. In petrol engine constant volume or Otto cycle constant volume, diesel cycle constant pressure. But heat rejection always in constant volume only for transport vehicles. I will explain that one when we are coming to the comparison. Okay. So you can see 1 to 2 after compression we are getting maximum pressure, but temperature we are not getting after compression. You can see 1 to 2 compression, 2 to 3 constant pressure heat addition. After heat addition only we are getting highest temperature. After compression we are getting highest pressure. At constant pressure we are adding uh, heat. After heat addition we are getting maximum pressure, maximum temperature, and then we are expanding 3 to 4, and the compression ratio and expansion ratio also not equal in diesel engine. Why? Because here heat addition at constant pressure and heat rejection at constant volume. You can see the length, both are not equal. So expansion ratio and compression ratio is not equal. You can see compression ratio is high compared to expansion ratio. And here 2 to 3, what it will happen generally, we are adding heat. We are adding heat means we are supplying fuel. Burning will take place. Continuously we are adding heat. From 2 I started adding heat. If I am not stopped adding heat means automatically piston will move up to BDC condition. Piston at TDC, top dead center. We are started adding heat. We are not stopping, automatically piston will move up to bottom dead center. It will not produce any work. That's why we will cut off the fuel supply. We will cut off the heat supply. That point is called cutoff ratio. So what is cutoff ratio? Volume. I already explained the ratios. Once again we will discuss the ratios. What is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. So this cutoff ratio is major driving force of the fuel. If the cutoff ratios are more is more, then the expansion ratio further reduction will take place. So the cutoff ratio in diesel cycle is major driving force. When we will cut off the fuel supply or heat supply, then after onwards expansion will take place. By the compression itself, we are achieving the peak pressures, and once we added heat, at the time of heat, piston is started moving from top dead center to bottom dead center. If we are not stop the heat supply, automatically piston will reach the bottom dead center without producing any work. So where we are taking place this cutoff, that is a major driving force for diesel engine. Cutoff ratio always greater than 1. If we are maintaining more cutoff ratio, then the efficiency of engine will reduce, output of the engine will reduce. So what is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. Okay, it is clear. Remaining all same. So generally in end examinations, they will ask explanation, explain diesel engine cycle, or explain auto cycle, explain diesel cycle. At that time, you have to draw the PV diagram and explain each and every process. In petrol engine, I think I am not given write up, so that's why I given write up in diesel cycle. Same pattern you write the write up for petrol cycle, auto cycle also. So here, four process: reversible adiabatic compression, reversible constant pressure heat addition, and reversible adiabatic expansion, and reversible volume constant volume heat rejection. Reversible, reversible constant volume heat rejection. These four processes are reversible process only. Reversible adiabatic process, reversible constant volume, constant pressure heat addition, reversible adiabatic expansion. So process 1 to 2. You see the process 1 to 2. In the why we are showing in PV and TS diagram means we have to give clear picture about the cycle where we are getting maximum temperature, where we are getting maximum pressures in cycle. That we want to visualize means you have to draw PV and TS diagram. With the single diagram, you will not visualize both pressure and temperatures of peak temperatures and peak pressures of the cycle. Process 1 to 2. What it taking? Air inside the cylinder is compressed as a piston moves from bottom dead center to top dead center adiabatically until it will reaching the volume 1 to volume 2. Then process 2. From an external source we are adding heat. This heat addition will try to increase the temperature and pressure, but the piston moves from 2 to T3. By the heat addition, pressure and temperature will increase, but here what we are doing, we kept pressure as constant, so we are changing the volume. That's why pressure kept constant, pressure remains constant. If we continue this heat addition 2 to 3, it will reach until reach the BDC, it will not produce any power. So after receiving certain specific volume, we will cut off the heat supply. That point is called cutoff point. That ratio is cutoff ratio, means volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. It is greater than 1. Next process 3 to 4. What is the process? The air was has gain energy, is expanded adiabatically to BDC, and it will develop the power. 4 to 1, again same process. The cylinder made to come in contact with sink, that causes rejection of the heat instantaneously till the air reaches initial state and complete the cycle. So explanation, just I whatever explanation I given, that I provided in a writing form. It may be useful for you. I think it may be useful. Next, coming to the efficiency calculation. Efficiency of any cycle, thermal efficiency of cycle means work output by heat supply. Work output means heat supply minus heat rejection and divided by heat supply. Here work output, here you can see in constant volume process, Heat supply and heat rejection both are in constant volume in Otto cycle. But coming to diesel cycle, heat supply at constant pressure process and heat rejection at constant volume process. So you keen observation about that one. So here heat supply MCP in constant pressure process heat supply MCP delta T. How T3 minus T2 means? At second process is the constant pressure heat addition process. The second process is constant pressure heat addition. So heat supply means MCP T3 minus T2 and heat rejection MCV because it is a constant volume process. MCV T4 minus T1 you can see. Same we wrote MCV T4 minus T1 divided by heat supply MCP T3 minus T2. Then 1 minus M only here M only common MCP T3 minus T1 divided by MCP T3 minus T1 is 1 get cancelled 1 minus here M by M can cancel. Finally CB into T4 minus T1 divided by CP into T3 minus T2. So 1 minus CB into T4 minus T1 divided by CP into T3 minus T2. So it is the heat supply. It is a, so CV by CP. CP by CV is gamma. CV by CP means 1 minus 1 by gamma into T4 minus T1 by T3 minus T2. So efficiency of diesel cycle simple form 1 minus 1 by gamma into T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2. So we want to remove all temperatures in the equation. So everything we will write in T1 form. So T4 also I will write in T1 form, T3 also I will write in T1 form, T2 also I will write T1 form. Then numerator, denominator, both sides T1 kept common. It will cancel. Finally, we will get the final thermal efficiency, air standard efficiency of diesel cycle. So up to this, just heat supplied constant pressure process MCP T3 minus T2 minus heat supplied constant volume process MCP T4 minus T1 divided by MCP T3 minus T2 that equal to 1 minus MCP T3 minus T2 divided by MCP T3 can cancel 1 minus MM can cancel CB by CP T4 minus T1 divided by T3 minus T2 that equal to 1 minus 1 by gamma into T4 minus T1 by T3 minus T2. Okay. So now everything we will write in T1 form. Coming to the process 1 to 2. Each process we will convert. In process 1 to 2, what is the process? Adiabatic 1 to 2 is the adiabatic compression process. Process 1 to 2 is adiabatic compression process. Then in adiabatic process, what is the relation between temperature and volume? T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V2 whole power gamma minus 1. Then V1 by V2, what it will call? It is called compression ratio. Volume before compression by volume after compression is the compression ratio R power gamma minus 1. Then T2 equal to T1 into R power gamma minus 1. So T2 also we wrote in T1 form. T2 equal to T1 into R power gamma minus 1. Next process 2 to 3. Next third process. It is constant pressure heat addition. In constant pressure heat addition, what is the relation? Pressure is constant means V2 by T2 equal to V3 by T3. Why? Because pressure is constant. Then T3 equal to V3 by V2 into T2. V3 by V2 means volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. This is a volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. What is ratio? In the class starting itself I mentioned volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition is a cutoff ratio. So RC you can write RC. So T3 equal to RC into T2. T2 already you wrote T2 equal to T1 into R power gamma is 1. You substitute that one. So RC into T1 into R power gamma is 1. So T3 also we wrote in T1 form. Next. Next T4. Process 3 to 4. In T4, T4 by T3 equal to in adiabatic process V3 by V4 whole power gamma minus 1. For simplification, this one is the expansion ratio. I want to simplify this one. What I will do? V3 by V4, V3 divided by V2 and multiplied by V2. Divided and multiplied by V2. Then we will get two ratios. V3 by V2 and V2 by V4. Okay. Here V4 equal to V1. Why? Because you can see constant volume heat addition. Then V4 equal to V1. In the constant volume heat addition, V4 always equal to V1. So V2 by V1. V2 by V1 means V1 by V2 is gamma. I'm sorry, not gamma. V1 by V2 equal to R, compression ratio. V2 by V1, 1 by R. V3 by V2, volume after heat by volume before heat is the cutoff rate. So, cutoff ratio divided by compression ratio whole power gamma minus 1. T4 by T3 is cutoff ratio divided by compression ratio whole power gamma minus 1. Here V4 equal to V1. Then T4 equal to T3 into RC, cutoff ratio divided by compression ratio whole power gamma minus 1. Then you substitute T3 value. T1 into R power gamma minus 1 into RC cutoff ratio into RC cutoff ratio divided by compression ratio whole power gamma minus 1. So R power gamma minus 1 divided by R power gamma minus 1. Both will cancel. R cutoff ratio RC power 1 and RC power gamma minus 1. Then minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. Finally, equation you will get T1 into RC power gamma. So cutoff ratio power gamma. So T4 also we converted into T1 form. So what we did, in all temperatures is we wrote in T1 form for simplification of the equation. That's all. Next we substituted this one 1 minus 1 by gamma into T1 into RC power gamma minus T1 divided by T1 into R power gamma minus 1 RC minus T1 into R power gamma minus 1. Here T1 numerator and denominator we can cancel. Then final equation we will get 1 minus 1 by RC power gamma divided by R power gamma minus 1 into RC minus R power gamma minus 1. Then R power gamma minus 1 kept common. R power gamma minus 1. Then RC minus 1. 1 minus 1 by gamma RC gamma power gamma minus 1 divided by R power gamma minus 1 into RC minus 1. Further simplification of equation 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1. 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. So 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 is the efficiency of Otto cycle. Coming to the diesel cycle, that 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 multiplied with RC power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. Gamma into RC minus 1. So, efficiency of diesel cycle not only depend on compression ratio, it is also depend on cutoff ratio, where we stop the fuel supply at constant pressure process, or where we stop the heat supply at constant pressure process is the main important criteria for the efficiency of diesel cycle. So cutoff ratio is the major driving force for determination of the efficiency of diesel cycle. Otto cycle only compression ratio. Diesel cycle compression ratio and cutoff ratio also both are important for determination of the efficiency of diesel cycle. So you can see efficiency of Otto cycle and efficiency of Carnot cycle we did same pattern. Why? Because heat supply and heat rejection is same method. In Carnot cycle isothermal heat addition, heat rejection. In Otto cycle constant volume heat addition, constant volume heat rejection. Coming to the diesel cycle, heat addition at constant pressure process, heat rejection at constant volume process. That's why here we changed the method for determination of the efficiency. Here in temperatures we converted, we bring in single temperature form by using process relation, adiabatic, constant pressure process and adiabatic process. Then we substituted. Finally, we derived the equation of maximum efficiency of a standard diesel cycle is 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. So efficiency of diesel cycle is depend upon the uh, compression ratio and cutoff ratio. What is cutoff ratio? Means heat addition. Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. This is important driving force for diesel engine. For achievement of maximum work output, optimum cutoff ratio is required. Determination of cutoff ratio is a first design parameter for diesel cycle. Okay. Now we will solve some problems. So it is clear. Now I think the difference between Carnot, Otto and diesel cycle somewhat it is clear. Carnot cycle, heat addition and heat rejection isothermal process. Otto cycle, heat addition and heat rejection constant volume process. Diesel cycle, heat addition constant pressure process. Heat rejection in constant volume process. Okay. So we will solve some problems. Then we will get a good idea about this efficiencies and I think 4 or 5 models will solve. The first model, a diesel engine works on diesel cycle with a compression ratio of 15. A diesel engine works on diesel cycle with a compression ratio of 15 and cutoff ratio is 1.75. So in this problem, they given compression ratio and they given cutoff ratio and calculate the air standard efficiency gamma 1.4 gamma also they given. So problem is clear, direct question. Only one thing you have to recall the max efficiency equation, that's all. The equation is 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC cutoff ratio power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. Simple. So first write down the given data. What is compression ratio? Next, what is cutoff ratio? Compression ratio is 15. So you see in Otto cycle, what are the problems we did? Compression ratio max varying 5 to 7. But diesel cycle, first problem it is 15. Means double the compression ratio. That's why diesel cycle will get the more compression ratio. Means more power output we can achieve in diesel cycle. That's why you can notice that one all transport vehicles majoritarily diesel cycle or hill station vehicles majoritarily diesel cycle. Calculate the A standard efficiency. Simple. You substitute efficiency of diesel cycle is 1 minus 1 by R power. What is R? Compression ratio power gamma minus 1 into cutoff ratio. What is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. Then finally we get the what is the efficiency? Anyone respond that one? Out of 50 students, start calculate. Yes, everything is given. Direct answer. Yes. Anyone? Yes. 1 minus 1 by 15 power 0.4 into 1 by 1.4 into 1.75 power 1.4 minus 1 divided by 1.75 minus 1. Yes. Approximately we will get 61.7. Approximately we will get efficiency 61.7 means 61 to 62. In between 61 to 62 we will get the efficiency of diesel cycle. Okay. I think it is okay. Next problem. Here, a diesel engine is working with a compression ratio of 15. So here diesel engine is working with a compression ratio of 15. Compression ratio is given. In old problem also same thing. Compression ratio is given. Here they are not provided cutoff ratio. Here they provided expansion ratio. What is expansion ratio? This 3 to 4. After heat addition, whatever the expansion is taking, piston is moving from TDC to BDC, top dead center to bottom dead center, but already piston moved some distance, so 3 to 4. This is called expansion ratio. In this problem they given compression ratio and expansion ratio. Expansion ratio is 10. Calculate the A standard efficiency. Assume gamma equal to 1.4. Solve this problem. I think we will get a clear idea. Efficiency equation is same. Equation is not changing. But first of all, you want to determine in a diesel cycle efficiency contains compression ratio, cutoff ratio, specific heat. Specific heat ratio already given 1.4. If they are not provided also it is 1.4. Why? Because A standard cycles. Second one, compression ratio already given. So you have to determine the cutoff ratio. First note down the given data first. Even though you don't know how to solve the problem, first write down the given data and draw the cycle diagram in PV or TS according to your comfort, and represent the all state points. Whatever the given data is given, initial condition they given you represent, final condition they given you represent, and think about how best we can solve the problem. But before, without writing given data, if you are started solution means, if it went wrong, you will get 0 marks. But because you are not followed sequential steps, you have to visualize you tried the problem like that. You see, here compression ratio means V1 by V2. This only V1 by V2 is compression ratio. Expansion ratio is V4 by V3. Expansion ratio is V4 by V3. What is cutoff ratio? Cutoff ratio is V3 by V2. Cutoff ratio means volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. Expansion ratio, volume after expansion by volume before expansion. And compression ratio, volume before compression by volume after compression. So just that values I wrote. Compression ratio equal to V1 by V2. Expansion ratio equal to V4 by V3. Cutoff ratio is V3 by V2. Simple. V4 equal to V1 in expansion ratio. V4 equal to V1. Why? Because constant volume heat addition we are doing. So V4 equal to V1. You substitute V4 equal to V1. V3 you write in cutoff form. V3 equal to V2 RC. So expansion ratio is V2 expansion ratio V3 equal to V2 RC V2 RC, then V4 equal to V1. V1, what is V1? V1 equal to R into V2. Here V1 equal to R into V2. Then V3 equal to RC into V2. Then RE, expansion ratio equal to V2 into R divided by V2 into RC. V2, V2 can cancel. Then cutoff ratio RC equal to R by expansion ratio. R. This is very much important relation for competition examinations, not all. For competition examination, it is very much important equation. Compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. How it came, I derived. I derived the equation, how it came. For end examination means you have to derive yourself, no doubt. But in competition exam, relation, you can recall the relation. Compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. You see, the compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio is the compression ratio. Compression ratio is always higher than the cutoff ratio and expansion ratio. So compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. See, simple. Then compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. Now I want to determine cutoff ratio. RC equal to R by expansion ratio. 15 by 10 we got 1.5. So by solving this problem, we got one shortcut for competition examination, especially GATE. Wherever they are given expansion ratio, how we can determine the expansion ratio and compression ratio, how I can determine the cutoff ratio, or cutoff ratio, expansion ratio they given, how I can determine the compression ratio. So compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. Then after simple, efficiency of diesel cycle equal to 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into RC minus 1. Same you substitute, you will get a standard efficiency of cycle is 63%. So by solving this problem, we got one logic for competition examination. Compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. Okay, very good. Next, we'll solve next problem. Yes, we'll solve next problem. Move to next problem. Here, a diesel engine has a compression ratio of 20. Diesel engine has a compression ratio of 20, and cutoff takes place, not they are not given ratio. Logic for cutoff ratio they given. Cutoff takes place at 5% of stroke. Cutoff takes place at 5% of stroke. Find the A standard efficiency assuming gamma equal to 1.4. See the problem. Third model. Here, a diesel engine has a compression ratio of 20, uh, and cutoff takes place at 5% of the stroke. What is stroke? 5% of the stroke. Cutoff takes place 5% of stroke. Then find the A standard efficiency. This is one of the important question in competition examinations. How we are calculating. First, theoretical method I will tell. Later I will give one shortcut also. In A standard cycles, like these problems only you will get in a competition examination. 2 marks questions. So first they given every time draw the schematic diagram. That is first principle. Next, write down the given data. Here given compression ratio is 20. What is compression ratio? You see R, compression ratio R equal to V1 by V2, volume before compression by volume after compression equal to 20. Then V1 equal to 20 V2. That's all. So V1 equal to 20 V2. Shift to volume or stroke volume. Why? Because here in the given data what they mentioned, cutoff takes place at 5% of stroke. First I want to determine stroke volume. What is stroke volume? The volume between BDC and TDC, bottom dead center and top dead center, means V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2 I want to determine. So swept to volume Vs equal to V1 minus V2. V1 already we know 20 V2. 20 V2 minus V2. So V1 minus V2 we got 19 V2. How it came? From the given data, compression ratio equal to 20. Volume before compression by volume after compression is 20. V1 equal to volume before compression is 20 times of the volume after compression. So to volume, volume before compression by volume after compression. 20 V2 minus V2, 19 V2. Here cutoff takes place, they mentioned. Cutoff takes place means when V3 is came to the picture, the heat addition process will stop. When we will stop? When we will stop the heat addition, that is the cutoff point of the addition of the heat. Then V3 minus V2. Here V3 minus V2 in the problem they given 5% of stroke. V3 minus V2 is 5% of stroke. Once again read the problem. Here cutoff takes place at 5% of stroke means V3 minus V2 is the cutoff. Just after compression we are adding heat, piston is moving, volume change is taking place. Where we stopped the heat addition, then cutoff will take place. Then V3 minus V2 equal to 5% of stroke already stroke volume we calculated 19 V2. So 5 percentage 5 divided by 100 into 19 V2 means 0.95 V2. Then V3 equal to 1.95 V2. Then what is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. Volume after heat addition is 1.95 V2 divided by volume before heat addition is V2. V2 can cancel. Then cutoff ratio is 1.95. This is a cutoff ratio of 1.95. That's all. Once you calculate cutoff ratio, then you can calculate the efficiency of diesel cycle 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 RC power gamma minus 1 by gamma into RC minus 1. You can substitute, you will get the value. This is one of the logical question. Here always they will give cutoff will takes place 10 percentage of the stroke volume. Cutoff will takes place 8% of stroke volume like that. So here first compression ratio they will give based on the compression ratio R. V1 by V2 volume before compression volume after compression 20. So volume before compression V1 equal to 20 V2. What is shift volume? Volume before compression minus volume after compression or total volume minus clearance volume. This is the shift volume. So 20 V2 minus V2 is 19 V2. Then cutoff will takes place. Then V3 minus V2. How length of stroke is taking place? V3 minus V2 equal to 5 percentage of shift volume. What is shift volume? 19 V2. 5 divided by 100 into 19 V2. We will get 0.95 V2. Then V3 equal to 1.95 V2. Then cutoff ratio equal to, what is cutoff ratio? Volume after heat addition by volume before heat addition. V3 is 1.95 V2 divided by V2. You will get 1.95. But one more method, shortcut method, R minus 1 equal to 1 by N into RC minus 1. N means percentage of cutoff, 5 percentage of cutoff, 2 percentage of cutoff, 3 percentage of cutoff or shift volume they will give. R minus 1 compression ratio, it is 19. R minus 1 is 19. R minus 1 is 19. 19 into 1 by n. 19 into 5 by 19 to 1 by 5, 1 by n, nth means 1 by 5 by 100 or 19 into 100 by 5. You will get 0.95 plus 1. Then RC equal to 1.95. This is the shortcut equation for determination of cutoff ratio. Compression ratio minus 1 equal to 1 by n into RC minus 1. Simplest simple one. Simplest simple equation for determination of cutoff ratio. 1 by n, 5% means 0.05. That's all. 0.05 into 19 plus 1, then automatically you will get 1 point. You can cross verify this equation. Now two equations, shortcut equations I mentioned. Compression ratio equal to cutoff ratio into expansion ratio. Second equation, if 1 by nth of the stroke some cutoff is taking place like that, they given means R minus 1 equal to 1 by n RC minus 1. Directly you can determine the cutoff. But this equation you can use for computation examination, not all. In general method you have to solve the problem. In computation examination you can use the shortcut method. Then efficiency of diesel cycle 1 by 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 divided by RC minus 1, that equal to 1 minus 1 by 20. Some calculation. Anyone calculated? Please calculate. What is the value you got? Yes. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. 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 64.9, around 65 percentage you will get. Next problem. Determine the ideal efficiency of diesel engine. Here next method. I am solving each method one problem only. Remaining you can practice at home. If you got any doubts, yes, I am ready to solve. Next online class, I will solve the problem. Determine the ideal efficiency of diesel engine having cylinder with bore. Here dimension they provided. With bore 250 mm, stroke 375 mm and clearance volume of 150 cc. And clearance volume of 150 cc cubic centimeters with fuel cutoff occurring at with fuel cutoff occurring at 5% of stroke with fuel cutoff occurring at 5% of stroke. Assume gamma equal to 1.4 for air. Here shift to volume, earlier shift to volume how we determine total volume, volume before compression minus volume after compression, V1 minus V2. Here you don't want to write the equation directly, you can calculate the shift to volume. What is shift to volume? Vs. And clearance volume they given, you can calculate the compression ratio also. Shift to volume already in Otto cycle we determined pi by 4 d square into L. This is the Vs, you will get the Vs. And clearance volume you know in cubic centimeter 1500. Clearance volume plus shift to volume by clearance volume, you will get the compression ratio. Shift to volume already is there, 5% of stroke they mentioned. You can see compression ratio equal to 1 plus shift to volume by clearance volume. Simple. Shift to volume how we determined? 5 by 4 d square L d. How much they given diameter? 250 mm. Here you take centimeters 25 mm. Stroke also 375 mm they given. We can take 37.5 centimeters. Why? Because clearance volume in cubic centimeters. You can see. Same. This is the Vs, clearance volume. It's not the swept volume. Swept volume is 18,407 cubic centimeter. Clearance volume already given 1500, I think. 1500 cubic centimeter. You see, 1500 cubic centimeter is the clearance volume. Then what is the compression ratio? 13.27. Clearance volume plus swept volume by clearance volume, or clearance volume can cancel. 1 plus swept volume by clearance volume. You will get a 13.27 is the swept volume. Again same method, swept volume equal to V1 minus V2. Same compression ratio you know. Then cutoff occurs 5% of stroke, V3 minus V2, 5% of stroke cutoff is occurring. Then you solve the problem. Or shortcut method. Then cutoff ratio equal to volume after rate addition, V3 divided by V2. V3 is 1.6135 V2 by V2. Then you will get the cutoff ratio. Or what is the shortcut method? R minus 1 equal to 1 by nth of Rc minus 1. First you determine the compression ratio by using the dimensions. Shift volume pi by 4 d square L, and clearance volume they given. Clearance volume plus shift volume by clearance volume, you will get compression ratio minus 1 by nth of 5 percentage, 1 by 0.5, point not 5, point not 5. 1 by 0.05 into RC minus 1. Then you will get a same cutoff ratio 1.6. You can solve yourself. Same method here, compression ratio we determined based on the dimensions. Shift volume and clearance volume we determined compression. Remaining all same only. Efficiency of diesel cycle is 1 minus 1 by R power gamma minus 1 into RC power gamma minus 1 by gamma into RC minus 1. What is the value you got? Final efficiency? Anyone? Yes. Somewhat fast. You want to do fast? Yes. What is the? Yes. 60 to 61 percentage in between, around you will get 60 to 61 percentage. Yeah, 60.5. Yes. Okay. We'll solve last model in this. This is a last. An engine in an engine working on diesel cycle, the ratio of the weights of air and fuel supplied is 50 is to 1. In an engine working on diesel cycle, the ratio of the weights of air and fuel is Here air fuel ratio they given 50 is to 1. Okay, air fuel ratio they given 50 is to 1. First, the given data, the air fuel ratio. Then next, the temperature of air at the beginning of the compression. You can see the temperature of the air at the beginning of the compression, T1 60 degrees, convert into Kelvin scale plus 273 means 333 Kelvin. And the compression ratio used is, compression ratio is 14 is to 1. So compression ratio R is 14. Then what is the ideal efficiency of the engine? Here they are asked to determine the efficiency only. Calculate value of the fuel used. Calculate the value of fuel used is 42,000 kilojoules. So calorific value of the fuel they given, and compression ratio they given, initial temperature they given. Now we want to determine the remaining properties for determination of the efficiencies. You see, so what we want to determine here, compression ratio we want to determine. No, compression ratio already given is a 14 is to 1. So compression ratio is 14, but they are not given cutoff ratio. So in this problem, what is missing means cutoff ratio is missing. We want to determine the cutoff ratio. For determination of the cutoff ratio, they given heat input they given. By using heat input T3 minus T2, we can determine T3 and T2 values. Then you can determine the cutoff ratio. Why? Because it is a constant pressure process. T3 by T2 equal to V3 by V2. Automatically T3, T2 you know. V3 by V2 you can determine cutoff ratio. Once you know the cutoff ratio, you know the compression ratio, then you can determine the efficiency. For that what we did, see. CP values you have to assume, gamma value you have to assume. I already mentioned this is a air standard cycle. Gamma is 1.4, CV specified constant volume process 0.717 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, CP 1.004 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. From 1 to 2 process, first you determine T2 process, T2 adiabatic compression, then T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V2 whole power gamma minus 1. Then V1 by V2 means R power gamma minus 1. Then T2 equal to 954.04 Kelvin. Temperature after compression is 957.04 Kelvin. Next, heat supplied. What is heat supplied? Cp into T3 minus T2, constant pressure heat supply. MCP T3 minus T2, mass we can consider unit mass. Cp into T3 minus T2. How the heat supply they given? They given fuel air ratio and calorific value. What is the fuel air ratio? It is 50 is to, what is the fuel air ratio? What is the fuel air ratio? 50 is to 1. So fuel air ratio is 50 is to 1. 50 is to 1 into calorific value divided by Cp. Then T3 minus T2 you will get 836. Then T3 after temperature after heat addition is 1793 Kelvin. T3 temperature after heat addition is 1793 Kelvin. Then cutoff ratio RC equal to V3 by V2. Then T2 3 by T2. Then cutoff ratio V3 by V2 you can get 1.874. So in this problem what we did means, in this problem we solved in this manner. First we determine T2 value, next we determine T3 value. Then constant pressure process relations we use V3 by V2 equal to T3 by T2 because pressure is constant. V3 by V2 is the cutoff ratio, then automatically we determine the cutoff ratio 1.784. Then efficiency of diesel cycle same we substituted. What is the efficiency you got? Anyone can calculate? Anyone? Okay. With this, how much we got? 60%. Okay. With this, we are stopping today's lecture. Next class we will continue. One more problem is there. Then after comparison of auto cycle, diesel cycle we will discuss. Yes, yes. 60%. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.